Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and today we are getting ready to leave the Cuyahoga Valley National Park north of Akron and south of Cleveland. It's kind of located right between those two cities, and we are headed down the road towards Buffalo, New York, and then up north to Youngstown, New York, where Jody has us reservations at the 4 Mile Creek State Park. And then tomorrow we'll be able to visit Niagara Falls, which is right there near the state park. So yes, our goal today is just to travel and get to the state park and then go see Niagara Falls tomorrow. The Cuyahoga Valley National Park is a beautiful park. I enjoyed the one day. We got to see a lot of things on the one day. I wish we could have had the second day to have seen the Ledges Trail and to have visited the Canal Discovery Center. But with all the rain, we just couldn't get that done, and we don't have a day to devote to it because we have to get on down the road because we have reservations at Acadia. So we'll just have to visit this area again sometime. But the Cuyahoga Valley National Park is a beautiful park. And I enjoyed it very much. And we stayed here at the KOA campground at, I think it's Streetsboro, Ohio, right outside Hudson, Ohio. So, and it was a beautiful KOA campground. The facilities were excellent. The surroundings were beautiful. The trees, the full-grown trees, the lakes, is a beautiful area, and it was very quiet. So very nice KOA. But we need to get on down the road, and we are going to the 4 Mile Creek State Park in Youngstown, New York, which is north of Niagara Falls. So if I see anything interesting on the road today, I'll be sure and point it out. Until then, I will talk to you all later. All right, bye for now. People do it all different ways. We have a great big long fifth-wheeler there. We have this teeny tiny trailer here. Whatever gets you down the road. Speaking of getting down the road, we are leaving our KOA campground for today. Okay friends, so we just left Hudson, Ohio, which is near Ankron, Ohio, and we are going to be hitting 271 going northeast towards Buffalo, New York. And after we get up into the Buffalo, New York area, then we'll go north to Youngstown, New York, which is where the 4 Mile Creek State Park is at. And that state park is located on the shoreline of Lake Ontario. So we've stayed at the Indiana Dunes, which was on the lake shore of Lake Michigan. And then we stayed at East Harbor State Park in Ohio, which was on the shoreline of Lake Erie. And now we're headed to 4 Mile Creek State Park in Youngstown, New York, which will be on the shoreline of Lake Ontario. So in this trip to Maine, we will have seen 3 of the 5 Great Lakes. So very interesting country up here. Alright, if I see anything as we travel down the road, I will keep you posted. Talk to you later. Bye for now. So we're in what's known as the Grand River Valley here in Ohio. And it is really pretty through here. That was the only river I've seen so far though. Oh, the river runs parallel to us. Okay, so Jody says according to her GPS device, the river is actually running over there parallel to us. So we're going east on 90. Through northern Ohio, and we'll have to cross through just the very top of Pennsylvania to Erie, Pennsylvania, and then on into New York. So we will be crossing into Pennsylvania for just a short distance. And the sun has decided to come out. It's warming up a little bit, and it is beautiful through here with all the trees, all the dense trees. you say that word?
E-A-U is water in French.
Okay.
In French it's pronounced O, so it'd be canote.
Okay.
But this is America, so it could be canote, canut.
So you would still put the T on at the end.
Yes, because E-A-U is O.
Okay, so canote.
That's how it
We're
goes in
thinking
French.
maybe canote. But like you said, it's America, so who knows?
Who knows how it's
But we are at the Canote Corporation limit.
laughing because you pronounced it even different that time.
Did I?
Kanye. Kanye.
I like my sister says, I like to add extra syllables.
Syllables. You never say anything the same way twice, which is why because you're going to get it right one of these times.
One of those times I will get it right. Yeah. So I don't know if you've noticed, Jody. In fact, I've missed it. Every time I thought, oh, I want to get that on video, I miss it. But Ohio has set up sections of garden. I've been seeing them over here on my right. There'll be sections of garden and it will say Ohio Pollinator Garden.
I've seen a few of those, yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. Now I don't know if Missouri is doing this intentionally or if it just happens to be noticeable this year. But between Monroe City and the bridge in Hannibal, you will see milkweed patches and then sunflower, the wild sunflower patches, and then milkweed patches and then wild sunflower patches. So I don't know if Missouri Transportation did that on purpose, which would be great if they did, or if it's just a natural occurring state.
Well, I do know that the state, several years ago, the state started doing wildflowers. So I would imagine it's probably on purpose. They probably trying to help the butterflies.
The monarchs, yeah. Because we are right in one of the major migration routes from Mexico to Canada. Our part of Missouri is like right in one of the major migration routes.
We have to stop and eat when we get to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You want to eat
We could eat
fast
here.
food or you want to eat sandwiches?
Oh, I don't care.
Or you say? You said something like
Let's do. Oh, I was going to say we should try for Erie, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. I don't know. That's pretty far. We'll see.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, it's not that.
Yeah. Erie, Pennsylvania. We're headed for Buffalo, New York, which is 120 miles. So that's what that sign just said. But Erie was only what 20, 28. Okay. I say let's go ahead and do fast food. Then when we get in tonight, we can have whatever we have made leftovers, and then no one has to cook on a travel day.
Works for me.
I mean, we have all of these food cards that my wonderful children and ex gave me for the trip, so we might as well use them up. Okay, now if I had turned this off, that Pennsylvania sign would have been right there. But it's all right. That's what editing is for. You just cut out those parts.
showing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on the outskirts of Erie because I just saw a little sign that said Erie 3 miles that way.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, it doesn't show it here, like if it's that way or that way.
Yeah, I just saw the sign that said Erie 3 miles that way. It had the sign on like that. So we're on the outside of it. Have you seen a Taco Bell?
Yeah.
All right.
Exit 27. Taco Bells or Arby's. What, 10 Hortons?
Exit 27. Okay. Oh, yep, I see it. There's the same sign that said Erie 3 miles. So we're like right on the outskirts of it.
Probably not the same.
Yeah. We're headed to
You're my
a
joke.
Taco Bell. No, what'd you say?
I said it's probably not the same sign.
No, it's not the same
Figure out, like,
sign.
is this 2 lanes
It looks
here?
very much like the sign that I saw.
I'll look up, Grandma. Go ahead. Listen, I can't get in when you're in the way, honey. She looked at me like, well, either back up or
Yeah.
get the hell out of the way, honey. I mean, it's fine,
Yeah,
but don't just sit there.
yeah. Something has to be done.
That's right. Something has to give. There's Jody's favorite spot. It's back here where the employees smoke.
We're out of the way.
Oh, I don't know if I can get out of here though. Might have to. Back in Missouri. Youngstown.
Yep. tip top
Get
of
on
the
there.
trees. What's over there?
Lake Ontario.
Lake Ontario.
I think.
You can see it on your
Or Erie,
GPS.
one or the other.
No, it's
Might be Erie.
Ontario. Is it? I thought we were at
I
Lake
don't know how far
Ontario.
north we're at.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're on Lake Ontario up here, but then there's Lake Erie.
Oh, okay.
And then that's Lake Erie. It's not Ontario, but I think.
Boy, there's a lot of grapes up here. A lot of grape vines, grape vineyards. Oh, here we go. Welcome to New York. We're in New York, Jody. This is the first time I've ever been to New
I
York.
was going to ask you.
Yay! I've been to all the states that we've gone through up to now.
This is the first time I've driven in New York.
We are in wine country. There have just been fields and fields of grapes. Now, when we went out west, they had their state line signs with pull-offs where you could pull over and take your picture with the sign. But going northeast, we haven't found a decent pull-off for any of the state signs. You just have to film them as you go by.
There's rest on an interstate, so it's kind
Yeah, that's true.
of hard to get off quickly.
Alright, so there's a sign coming up that says Buffalo, 64 miles, Albany, 342, and New York, 490. The part that we're in is still very rural country. Lots of trees. And lots of grapes. Lots of vineyards. There's a good shot. So we're in New York, which is the furthest northeast state that I've been to now. But you have been to New York before.
Yeah. I've flown in to New York City for a couple of conventions, but that's the only place I've been is New York City.
Okay. Did you see any of the attractions
Yeah.
in New York City? What have you seen?
Saw Ellis Island, I saw Statue of Liberty, saw Rockefeller Center.
Okay. Have you seen the 911?
No,
Memorial?
9/11 was like drove by the Twin Towers. I
Okay.
have pictures of the Twin Towers, but of course we didn't think anything of it.
Right.
And then the last one time or so I was there, 9/11 had just happened before that.
Right.
So we went down and you could like at the, so it was a big construction, like, you know,
Oh,
there was nothing
okay.
there.
Right. Okay.
And so then we went to the church that's right next, St. Paul's Church is right next to there. And that's where all like the firefighters and stuff would go and rest, and they
Right.
have the sewers and stuff.
Okay.
So we went in there and they had like some bunch of signs and memorial stuff. So it was fairly new. And I think we were there like in February or March after September.
Oh,
11th.
really? That's soon afterwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
there was just, you know, big construction boards around it. So,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know that we don't have time to do that this trip. Plus, New York City is not really someplace you want to take an RV. But I'm hoping in the future that we could do the big New York City, New York, you know, as a trip together. That would be a lot of fun. And since you've been there, you would know where to take me. So we'll plan that for on down the road. Oh look, more grapes. There are a lot of grape vineyards up here. Oh, more grapes on my side too. Wow. Of course, I might have to work on a little bit of my anxiety about being around that many people. A lot of people. New York City is a very people-y place, and I am not a people-y person.
especially Manhattan Central. That, oh man, you walk like this. Seriously. It's like you walk, you just kind of go with the crowd.
Kind of like a penguin style.
And you just like go with the flow, and then sometimes you see step out. Let the flow of people keep going. Times Square. I can't remember the name of that. Times Square. Oh my gosh, it's chewy. Yeah.
But to experience it one time, I'd like to see Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty. I'd like to see Rockefeller Plaza, and I'd like to see the 9/11 new memorial. So, actually, it's not new anymore. It's what, 20 years old now?
Well, the anniversary.
The anniversary is 20 years old. Yeah. So we aren't going to be able to see the 9/11 memorial this trip, but we are going to see the Flight 93 memorial. So that will be cool. View right through here. from the park office registration, and now I'm headed down our loop. And there's Miss Mia. And we're going back to the RV for just a minute, and then we're going to walk down to the lake shore. It's a pretty nice park. The only thing is they don't have like any kind of like gravel or parking area. You just kind of pull in on the grass. So, but it was level. It was level. Okay, so I've decided to take an evening walk. I understand that there is another way to get down to the lake from the campground. So I will meet you guys when we get down to Lake Ontario.